How's it going, Dazzlers? Welcome back to Daz Games and another Daz Watches. I apologise for two things. First of all, this is obviously not my home. If it was, I'd be very happy because this is a nice hotel. I'm travelling at the moment, so I'm not at home, and I thought to myself, well, I can't leave the Dazzlers without anything to watch. That's just mean. So I thought I'd make some videos in my spare time. You know, I've got my laptop, my camera, my earphone. You know, I'm fucking ready. Headphones, rather. Number two, I'd like to apologise. I forgot to bring my mic. And that's why the audio is maybe a bit echoey because it's coming directly from the camera. But I think it's something we can deal with for now. It's not forever, all right? Today, guys, I'm going to be watching a video that I'm not quite sure how to respond to, but I'm gonna watch it anyway. And we will be watching a YouTuber by the name of Binkie. Binkie Princess has 75,000 subscribers and is well on the way to 100k. So she's doing really well. But what she's doing, a lot of people, I don't know if they really agree with it. Now, I want to try and get this right because there are so many different versions of what we're about to talk about and see. A lot of people call this DDLG, okay? Which stands for, get ready for this, okay? It's a real thing. It's a fucking real thing. I couldn't make this up. Stands for Daddy Domination / Little Girl. Basically, being a paedophile. That's what normal people call it. But not quite. There are other different versions of this, which some evolve around purely being sexualized, dressing up as babies, wearing diapers and stuff. Some people live as a baby full time and love it, and it's apparently associated with a lot of kinks. Sometimes that's not the reason, sometimes it's actually a lifestyle, and it goes by the name of CG-L. I think that's what it is, which means caregiver little. Okay, I've researched all this, all right? That's about as much as I know. I know there are other different titles that this goes by and they mean different things. So this girl may not fall into those categories. It's like the whole gender thing. There's loads of them and I don't fucking know them all. So, but we're gonna watch this one. We're gonna get a bit more information on what this is about. Let's do it. All right, so this next video by, sorry. Sorry. I'm trying not to laugh. Okay, shut up, Des. Just fucking pull it together. Oh god. Okay, so this This next video by Binkie, as you can see, it's called Daddy Reads a Valentine Story. He's the same fucking age. I'm sorry, I don't know why this is so funny. Okay, I'm all right. Right, let's watch Daddy read a bedtime story.
Hi. Hey. Happy Valentine's.
So I think the guy that was like, hey, that's her partner and she calls him daddy. This is where the original term daddy comes from, you know, when you're calling someone their daddy, which I've always found fucking weird. Why would you want to sleep with your dad? It's no, Daz. It's the wrong attitude to have. It's 2017. People want to sleep with their dads, it's fine.
Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
For Valentine's Day, Daddy got me a Build-A-Bear.
And he also seems like he's regretting life very much. Look, I've always been a guy that said, if you're not hurting anyone, fine. Whatever you're doing is fine. Like Paige, the WWE female wrestler Paige. She recently had her sex tape and nudes leaked because she couldn't be bothered to put them on an external hard drive. She seems to think that they're safe on the cloud. Silly, silly girl. And in one of those sex tapes, apparently, she let another male wrestler ejaculate over the women's championship, the NXT women's title belt. It's pretty bad, you know? That's pretty bad. But at the end of the day, it was supposed to be private, and it's not hurting anyone. It actually is hurting people. It's just really disrespectful. But my point I'm trying to make is, I sidetracked there, like, it doesn't matter, okay? Whatever you're doing, as long as you're not hurting anyone, it's fine. This is a YouTube channel that's been put out there to people, so she's obviously sharing it with people, and what comes with that is people's opinion, okay? Like me, I put out my videos, a lot of people like it, yes, but there's also a lot of people that don't. I've got hiccups, by the way. Let's watch this.
It's the Sweet Scents Panda, and she smells like sweet tart. And inside I put the vanilla cupcake scent.
She got asthma? She allergic to vanilla? What was that? So I know in my research that they actually really pretend to be childlike. They even like get a little lick and try and talk like a kid. It bewilders me. It absolutely bewilders me. But it's 2017, so I'm going to understand.
And what's her name?
I forgot.
Imee.
Okay.
Imee? I bet he's thinking, Imee a new girlfriend.
And it is spelled A-I-M-I. And it is spelled A-I-M-I.
You know, I'm not really listening to her because, you know, fucking God. But I'm actually looking at him. If you look at his reactions to when she's rambling, he's looking at everything in, like, disappointment. I don't know. I'm just picking up on him and he's looking at things like, fucking, what am I doing? Look at him, am I wrong? What the fuck was that? What? That's what alligator trainers do to, like, make sure alligators don't bite you. What are you touching her tongue for? What's that? If my wife did that to me, if I was just sitting there and she just went, ah! What the fuck are you doing? I don't actually know. Stop touching people's tongues. That was so random.
So, this is her. And she's gonna be with me. And today, Daddy's gonna read. Show it.
Rosie Rabbit's Valentine's Day.
I suppose, you know, they gotta spend Valentine's Day somehow. I mean, how can she go to a restaurant or a bar? She's clearly a 1-year-old.
Valentine's Day, and I'm gonna give Daddy a hug.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Alright. There's the diaper. Yeah, that is an adult wearing a diaper. And a tutu. And a tutu.
I love you.
I love you. You're my Valentine?
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe him. I'm sorry. I don't believe him. If there's ever a Marina Joyce moment, it's now. This man needs help. I don't believe. I think he, like, she's obviously, like, quite attractive, right? So here's my philosophy on things. I think that he really thinks, wow, got a beautiful girl here. Ah, but she wants to be a baby and wants me to change her bum and read her bedtime stories. But on the other hand, he's saying that ass. Like, do you think that he's just with her because, like, she's hot and stuff and, like, I don't know. I think there's a conspiracy here and I think we need to watch more videos. Alright, so this next video, right, is a POV, that means point of view for people who don't watch porn, of her bedtime routine, and it's called Let's Get Ready for Bed, or ABDL Bedtime Roofie. Roofie? Bedtime Roofie? What the fuck am I saying? ABDL Bedtime Routine. ABDL. Shall we look at the meaning of that quickly before you watch the video? So, because it's 2017 and we need to understand these things. Adult baby diaper lover. That's what this means on Google. Adult baby diaper lover. So maybe it's not a sexual thing with this guy. I don't know. I give up. I fucking give up. Let's watch the video. Okay, so we have a bath. Yep, that's, you know, pretty standard. Probably get the bathroom retiled though. Alright, we get it. You're spelling out the video. It's very cute. Why isn't Daddy washing you? Right? That's just like, that's not even treating an infant properly. That's dangerous. I used to hate bathing with my dad when I was like 20. No, I'm joking. When I was like a little baby, like, I remember like one time I was in the bath with my dad, and my dad, like, we'd do play fights, like water fights, you know, be like the same in the swimming pool, even worse in the fucking swimming pool. I'd be like splashing my dad, and then my dad would get like all competitive, and he'd just use one hand and like make a fucking tidal wave, just soak you, you know? You'd be like all cute going, and that wasn't cute, that was just scary. And then your dad would be like, yeah? Fucking yeah? A fucking tsunami would hit you, and you know when you're hit with water and you inhale a bit and it's in your eyes and trickling down your throat and coming out your nose, and you're like, oh, 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 oh. That's what it was like. Oh god, alright, we get the point. You're having a fucking bath in SpaghettiOs. That's her fucking bedroom. Okay, climb on up. Take your fucking time, that's fine. You know, like when you see something and you're just like, I'm part of the same race as you. I'm the same species as you. You know when you go to the zoo and you see like a hippo like take a shit and then it uses its tail and just flicks shit all over the place. You could say it's fine, you know, he's a hippo. It's an animal, you know, it's a hippo. But when you see another human, the same intellect, doing stuff like that, you'd think, I'm one of you, and you're doing this. Why? Like, this exists. This exists. What if, like, when they have a baby, right? What if when they have a baby, do they dress the baby up as an adult? Think about that. Baby comes out in a suit and a fucking briefcase and is like, oh, so now when I get home. Think about it. Think about it. I just blew your mind, didn't I? The thing is, she has to act like a baby. All these hand movements and stuff and the legs, like, she has to constantly act like an infant, because if she acted like herself now, she wouldn't be a baby, because you grow out of all that uncontrollable hand movement and finding little splashes funny even though they're fucking not. Like, you grow out of it because it's just part of, your mind matures. Your mind gathers information, you get bigger, and you just don't behave like an ill-knowledged baby. Like, when you're a baby or a fetus, you don't have any knowledge. You don't know how to even control your own arms and limbs. You get your foot and you stick it in your fucking mouth and try and eat it. Like, you don't even have any teeth, you know? So, why grow up to just want to go back to being a baby? I don't understand it.
Hello.
Hi.
My name is Jess, if you are new here. And for those of you who know me, hi. This video I wanted to make, you could tell by the title, clearing up misconceptions that this documentary brought, along with all of the other freaking hundreds of articles on the internet now that have decided to play a game of telephone with my life pretty much and make up their own little adaptations of how they view things, but stating it as fact, which is ridiculous. So, and one of them that they were very adamant about was seeing us doing our normal daily adult activities and seeing me interacting with David as I normally would when I am not age playing.
Ah! Okay. Thank you, Lord. Ah, do you know what? That is all I need to hear. I feel so much better. I feel so much better. Okay, so, this is just kind of like a hobby. It doesn't take place all the time. All right, I understand now. That makes more sense. Hey, you know, whatever's your kink, it's fine. I just hear a lot of things, and I do know that there are people out there that do have sexual, like, daddy domination things, and I'm sorry, I don't care if it's 2017, I will never, ever fucking accept that. But this appears to be something between these two that they do. I still think, as a guy looking at him, that I don't think he's really into it much. I think maybe he's just tolerating it, and a good man for doing that. But it's good to know that there is a drawing point. Like, this is something that I don't know how much of their life it takes up, but at least they are interacting as adults. What do you guys think about this lifestyle? Like I say, if you're not hurting anyone, that's great. That's cool. That's fine. Guys, let me know what you think about all this. Let me know. And above all else, I can see from this last video that this girl's had a lot of hate. And like I said, man, as long as people aren't hurting anyone, it's fine. And I'm going to ask you guys really nicely now to not go to Binkie's channel unless you're going to support her and give her love and stuff from the Dazzlers. I do not want to see comments from people saying they've come from my videos and then start spreading hate. Don't even subscribe to her or watch her videos if you're not going to be there to be a good person, alright? Just don't go and give loads of hate, alright? Don't do it. Guys, like, love, caress my channel. I'm gonna go to bed. I'll see you in the next video. Stay dazzling.